You're trying to start an IV business. There are a lot of regulations you got to think about, and you don't know what you need to do to move forward. Let's just break this down simply and quickly. The first thing I'm going to ask you if you reach out to me, or really any attorney is going to ask you, is who are you in relation to the services you're trying to offer? That seems like a really weird question to ask, but it's an imperative one because every business is different and every person who's trying to offer the service is different. Are you a physician? Are you a nurse? Are you a PA? Are you a regular person like me who, is just interested in starting this type of business? Those are important questions that you need to figure out before you get started. And that will frame a lot of the legal requirements that will be impacted in what you'll discuss with your attorney. Second, we got to just think about prescribing, right? What type of IV business are you going to have? Is it going to be more of an aesthetic IV business? Are you going to offer chemotherapy drugs? Understand that you're offering medication and you're prescribing. So we have to think about rules related to prescribing. We're going to think about rules relating to supervising. Again, who are you in relationship to the business? And what can you do depending on what your licensure or your ability is? Also, you got to think about how payment will happen between you and the entity that you're trying to create. Now, if we're needing to hire or work with a doctor, we've got to think about your state's licensure rules. We got to think about your state's fee splitting rules. We got to think about potential issues related to anti kickback and Stark, considering what type of services that you're offering in your clinic. Understanding also that different states have different licensure requirements. So you need to figure out what state you're in and what licensure requirements are for your state. Also, we've really got to think about how we're advertising the services that you are offering. There are plenty of rules related to what the FTC allows. The FTC wants you not to make statements that are false, right? We can't say that your drug cures cancer or eliminates cancer or does something that it doesn't do or cannot do. Those would be false statements and could potentially close your practice or offer you excessive fines. Making sure that you have a sound legal strategy, making sure you have a firm understanding of what you're doing, where you're doing it, right? How you're doing it, and who you're doing it with really matters in the success of your business. A lot of people think they're going to throw this together and it's going to be easy peasy, but it's not. It needs some hand holding, it needs legal strategy so that you can come off on the other side and be successful. Reach out to us if you need help at dorismeet.com.